Pretty good, pretty good. I'm just vibing.
Nice. I was at Riptide last week.
Oh, yep.
Pretty good
I was at
time.
Kings of Halley, so we both had a tournament that
Oh,
weekend.
nice. Um, yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't know if you heard the rumors about the why there was no recording setups.
Nope.
But apparently, I'm hearing this like third hand. Somebody said that there were like they were worried that there were like Nintendo cops
Oh my
like
God, Nintendo
patrolling.
Ninjas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like looking for USBs and the Wii's and shit. So they were like, "Yeah, we
that's
can't do
crazy.
recording setups."
What the heck?
Yeah, which is pretty wild if true.
That's crazy Black Mirror episode, you know?
I know. It's like, come on, we're just trying to play a video game here.
We need Scar to be like, I want to see a cop
Yeah,
come and take your
exactly.
TV out of the menu. I want to know why I
Totally.
can't play a video game in America.
Exactly. But all that's to say that I would definitely want to go over one of those sets if we could, but alas, I played
Yeah,
Coffee and the Peach Player in
yeah,
winners of that tournament, and it was like I definitely want to talk about it a little bit, like the best I can remember, because like there were some
yeah,
interesting things. Um, Basically, I realized that like I think since we had our lesson on Peach, I got really good at beating bad Peaches. Like,
yeah. Well,
uh,
that's also like kind of how it starts because like you got to be good at basically forcing the Peach to quote unquote play proper because
yeah,
like bad Peach uses belligerent options like dash attack and down smash, and it's like
uh-huh,
you got to make him stop doing that before you're allowed to play the game. And so much of the
right.
game is like the only way to stop him from dash attacking is to kill him for dash attacking, like so.
Yeah. Though I would say actually it's like the way that I have been beating bad peaches is actually not so much getting the dash attack. I think they're like afraid to
Yeah.
dash attack. They like
Mm.
I really like zone them out from jumping and stuff like that. If like they're gonna
Yeah.
jump
Okay.
and move forward, they're like not allowed to do that. I've gotten like really good
Yep.
at not letting them do that with back air and stuff. And then
Yeah.
also they just start like sitting in the corner and being scared, and then I like backflip
Yeah.
laser on their shield and like they're done. Um,
Yep.
so there were a couple things that Coffee did though, where he was like, went to the next level of mix-ups, I guess. So one is on that backflip on shield thing. So like that has been like I've gotten comfortable with that to feeling like a checkmate situation, basically.
Yeah.
Like
I see. Yeah.
of like that's like I just never it never doesn't go well for me when I do that. And like he was
Yeah.
doing this thing where he would like right when I start the backflip, he would like full hop, full drift back, instant
And then double
flip
jump forward.
forward, and then
Yeah.
fair. And like so he's just like if I
Yeah.
was I was too predictable because I was like so comfortable doing that option, and I would just get hit for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So it's like this, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So this is like kind of a common one. It's like one of the last mix-ups they have left in the corner.
Uh-huh.
And the nice thing about it is that if you are kind of committed to keeping them in the corner, it's not too bad to deal with because it's like they jump back and now they can swap their momentum instantly to full forward, but even Peach with full forward momentum is not that fast. So when she like full forward momentum's forward and then slaps, see how like she doesn't take that much space because she like gave up space in order to begin with.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes back to being like, well, you've kind of like known that your goal when she's here is to kind of like jail her, but you've gotten so comfortable with them having kind of bad defense, essentially, is what it comes down to where you're like, oh, I can actually just go kill her.
Right.
But it's not that free to go kill her because this mix-up that she has at least has timing mix-ups to it. So it's not like even if you like, let's say you know she's gonna do this, well, like you can bear and just still win, but she can float for a little bit longer and then whiff punish this bear, and then you get hit by the forward air and then you
Yeah.
die. So it's like she's always like has just enough space to be Peach.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because like the thing I like to say with Peach is that like she's got her little like square, so she's like in a box of like this size. She's a
Yeah.
really good character because she can jump forward and then double jump back, double jump forward, or jump forward, double jump back. And it's like this ability to like be super mobile just in a small square like this means that like even when you've got her down to this much stage, she actually still has mix-ups that like are not super free to like aggress on,
Mm-hmm.
but she really can't move forward. That's like what it basically boils down to. So it's like what I kind of say sometimes is like you're gonna want to hit Peach somewhere around like here, and like
Mm-hmm.
you want to hit Peach for moving forward, kind of like what you said at the start, where like if she
Yeah.
jumps and moves forward, you can hit her, but you can just kind of like make her move forward twice,
Uh-huh.
because like it's kind of hard. Like every time Peach moves forward, it's like another read. So like let's say Peach whiffs this right here, this forward air. She now has a decision to like double down and go forward again. But like from the Peach's perspective, she wants to give space and then kill you for free. Give space and kill you for free. You know, like she wants to like do that gambit over and over and over again. So like it's pretty likely she jumps back again,
Uh-huh.
or wave dashes back, or dashes back from here, or shields. You know,
Yeah.
because like so you kind of like make her whiff, and then the next layer is like, well, does she double down and go defensive again, or does she eventually crack and do forward air dash attack or
Yeah.
forward air drift forward in air or something, you know? So it's like how much space are you willing to give based on the stage as well too? Because like on other stages you're gonna do this, but space around the platform.
Right.
So it's like having the ability to kind of like space yourself right here, and she can still do the same thing because like from here she can jump back and then forward air, especially if she like that.
Yeah.
And now you have like additional options like spacing yourself like this or something,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you can space around the edge of the platform here. So I kind of like saying like this line right here is the like the border zone where you're gonna like make her pay to like entry. Because
Right.
like if you're gonna try to hit her over here, it has to be like an earned mix up where it's like if you can land the laser on her whiffing the fair, but that's pretty hard to do because the laser is 20 something frames to start up and Peach can come down instantly. So
Mm-hmm.
like when she full hops back, it's not going to be free that you're going to like catch this because like she can jump back, float, and then double jump forward, or she can jump back, double jump forward, float, forward air. You know,
Yeah.
like there's actually kind of infinite timing mix ups with her. That's kind of like her strength is this ability to just float for X amount of time and then come down. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
she's willing to give up space and then come back in. Now keep in mind the risk reward is still good for you because like if you tank this forward over here, you don't die even at like 120. You know,
Yeah.
you're getting sent across the entire stage. So it's like she will earn like as any one hit she lands on you will earn her like all of stage back, and now she's a good character again in center
Mm-hmm.
stage, right? That's like her out. But that's still pretty good risk reward for us where like you can fight her now because like you can tank a hit and then just go back to the camping thing. Like let's say you tech all the way to here and then you start playing here and now
Mm-hmm.
you're fine. You know, it's like it's not you're no longer like crushing her, but you're fine. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's like you have the choice to either like perma wall her out and just like you can even just chill here and like laser the landing guaranteed, like just
Mm-hmm.
multi lasers. And if she really tries to drift forward, then you back air over here, you know? So it's like kind of still hard for her to like get out. So it's like you probably it's what you said. You just got a little too comfortable with that being checkmate when it's actually like not quite checkmate yet. So
Right. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And then I think pretty related to that is like the other thing that he was doing was like I guess my like walling bear stuff from the platforms was just predictable. Because
Yeah.
like I would just get dash attacked for bears that I would like other peaches would not dash attack me for.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like I imagine that like if I were to go back and watch it, it was like, oh, I always do like waveland on, run off bear or something, or like
Yeah.
waveland off the top platform, run off bear, and like he just like caught
Yeah.
on.
It's
So
it's worth noting too, like generally shield drop bears are going to be a little easier to react to than runoff bears, just because
mhm,
runoff bears like you can fast fall instantly. It's really hard to react to.
yeah,
But sometimes too, they're getting fake whiff punishes where you might fall into a rhythm where you do like bear fast fall, and then you might like in your head you're like bear laser or you're like
mhm,
bear down air or something, and it's like she's catching your like dash jump squat, you know?
yeah,
But it's like if you had done like bear retreat laser approach laser or like even just bear or something sometimes works or like yeah. So
yeah,
sometimes it's like is she actually getting the whiff punish because it's like pretty hard to whiff punish on reaction in melee,
uh huh,
or are you just really being too predictable? Because if she's like if she's calling this out, that's like she knows by here that you're already gonna run off bear because
exactly.
this whole sequence is like 10 frames, you know, like she's not really reacting to this. So
So
yeah.
that's one thing I was wondering. Do you how often do you do things like run off waveland back on for something like if she dash
So
attacked me
I
for
don't
that like
Yeah, I don't do that very much. The one I do a lot though is I do run off turnaround laser a lot. I think
okay
it's one of the this is like one of the best lasers you can get ever because if someone is in the corner and you run off turnaround laser, it's guaranteed to be a center stage laser against a cornered opponent.
uh
So
huh
it's like if you have someone in a corner position already. So this is already like a good position, right? But that means that this is going to be one of the best lasers period in the game because this is like Falco's win condition. You know, you have like a laser against a cornered opponent and you get to do it from the platform and it's like an initial laser from the platform. So it's like this is almost never going to get power shielded because like in order to power shield this, they have to just be chilling in the corner doing nothing while
yeah
you're like threatening back air, you know? So it's like they're kind of like afraid of back air and then you're just going to be like boom and they're like, "Oh fuck, I should have not been float airing to protect myself, or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
or even like pre-shielding because they can't power shield if they're shielding.
yeah,
So if they're like holding shield and you do this, and then they're gonna do an out of shield option, but like this is not a great position. Like if you're Peach trying to like pick an out of shield option right here, you're not very happy. Like it's like I don't know, float forward in air. It's like, oh, sorry, Falco's out of range, you're dead now. Like
yeah,
so it's like yeah, so it's like this is probably one of my favorite go-tos where like I actually try to do this way more than the runoff bear because the
yeah.
runoff bear is like they're because like this is so hard to punish already because like I always like to say, like lasers, a short hop laser is like 20 something frames of startup,
Mhm.
but a runoff laser is 13 frames of startup because like it's only pulling out the gun and shooting, and there's no jump squat, and there's no like going up. Because like to shoot the
Oh,
lowest laser, there's 5 frames of jump squat, and you have to wait an additional 5 frames. It's like one, two, three, four, five. Then you get to pull out your gun and shoot. And if you fast fall, you shoot the lowest laser, right?
right.
So that's 10 frames of startup that you get to just cut off when you just do this, right?
Hmm.
So it's like almost twice as fast as a regular laser. So again, this laser is like not reactable. It's really hard to power shield this laser. So I do this way more than I do the runoff back air. And the runoff back air is only like they're getting there in time to stop my laser, like every time. Like they're really trying to stop me. Like, and it's almost like this forces them to play overly aggressive because like they're like I can't give him like the 10 frames. Like I
Yeah,
need to go in now. And it's like,
yeah.
okay, now you force them to overextend to stop you from shooting this laser, and then you can run off down air or run off back air. So it's
Gotcha.
like you might be able to hit him that way. Yeah. The other one is if like if I feel like I don't have time to shoot this laser, I might even just shoot this laser. And then it's like kind of the same thing. Because
Yeah.
like this still sucks for Peach. She's still in the corner getting lasered by center stage Falco. And like she's one beat away from this. And now
Hmm.
she's in the mix. So it's like even if you like laser someone in the corner, if you can do it from really far away, but you're threatening the approaching laser, which like you don't have to do because she might full hop float forward out of this, right?
Hmm.
But you can like low laser approaching high laser, and this is like a really hard one to deal with because if she full hopped into this laser, she's now back in the ground and she can't really double jump out of lasers like other characters can. So this laser is like really oppressive because like it's actually still covering her jump. Like see how it's over her head right now?
Yeah.
Like she could get hit by the back of the laser. So it's like even more active than a normal laser. So if you can like approaching high laser Peach, it tends to be like pretty good. Because like catch it like grounding her tends to be really good because like the answer to this is like you shoot this low laser into the approaching high laser, she has to like take laser dash attack,
Right.
and that is good, like it one shots you and you die, but now we're forcing the Peach to overextend with dash attack again.
Hmm.
So it kind of comes back to like trying to find the patterns and styles that like force Peach to play risky because like we don't want her just spamming safe grounded flow cancel aerials over and over again,
Yeah.
or safe full hop flow cancel aerials over and over again. So it's like this pattern where you're like, okay, well, let's get a laser out in center stage and then use this laser to immediately get a really oppressive mix if she skips a turn. So if she skips a turn by shielding or wave dashing, and if she tries to do this full hop, this high laser also catches that full hop. So it's like, because like if you land a laser here and then you like laser backflip, back air, well, it's like this is a good example of something that the full hop would beat. So
Right.
this is, I don't know if this is how you've been doing it, but if she like boom and then bears that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you don't really have mix on this laser yet, right? So, but if you change the sequence now, and even like from a little further away, like from here, then you low laser approaching high laser, and then what would I do out of this? Like probably just grab and
Yeah.
then see if that, and then right. So it's like it kind of like makes it awkward for her where it's like so she still can, but see how like it eats her double jump input or something. So now she's like forced to play the mix up now. She can no longer like really go higher or change the mix up, and like you could just up tilt her back at this now because she's kind of like stuck at this height now. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think approaching high laser is one that can probably like help like fix this sort of problem because like if she's jumping back like this, it's like that approaching high laser is pretty tough to deal with. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
yeah.
Um, I think this segues a little bit into one of the more general melee concepts I wanted to talk about.
Yep.
So basically like so you were talking about how you kind of want to find the laser pattern that kind of gets her to crack, and
Yeah.
like I imagine that that's kind of different for different players, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so like I think that a lot of the way I think about the game uh, is like focusing on like rules for matchups and like playing the right mix-ups for the matchup and just like playing good Falco Peach for instance, and like
Hmm.
I think all my anti-player stuff is all subconscious. Like I'll do
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that try to like beat people's habits, but like it's all happening. I'm never like thinking about that or like trying to improve that skill actively. I'm always trying to improve like picking the right mix-ups, my tech skill, my punish game, stuff like that. Um, how much do you think that that is like? How much mental energy do you think it is worth putting towards that kind of stuff? And like, do you think that that is like a necessary skill to like put work into to start winning like at a high level?
Um, yeah, definitely. It's a big part of the game at higher levels to do more player reads than matchup based game plans. But that's because like the matchup based game plan eventually is sort of like understood by both players.
Yeah.
Um, and like Leffen talked about this a little bit at one point where he was like, people kind of forget that at its core, Melee is a fighting game that's just about making reads, you know?
Yeah.
And like, so you eventually have like the way I like to think of game plans for matchups, it's that they are designed to allow me to make reads on my opponent, like my player
Mm-hmm.
opponent, you know? Because it's like I kind of like limit my opponent to just a few things. Like I want to force my opponent to have to make a risk to read me. So if my opponent is like only gonna, like retreat whoops I was like retreat bear, I want this to never win the game for them, you know.
Yeah.
So but if my opponent is going to dash attack me and zero to death me out of it, that's actually okay because now they're taking a risk to where like I could make the read on the like I can get a sense for when they want to dash attack, and if I shield it or down air and place it or like backflip over, like there's like
Yeah.
ways
Yeah.
to kill them for dash attacking. So it's like my game plan is gonna kind of like never lose to this and try to entice them to do this almost, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, I had this line. It's like, it's pretty hard for Peach to dash attack and not be a Peach who's spamming dash attack, you know? Because
Yeah.
like that's kind of like what you're trying to do. You're trying to like make dash attack look really juicy, so juicy that they become a Peach that spams dash attack. I
Uh-huh.
also remember like one time I played Laud and like over the course of a best of three on ranked, Laud did exactly three dash attacks and all three killed me, you know? And I was like,
Yeah.
damn. Because I was like really playing around dash attack. He wouldn't bite, he wouldn't bite, he wouldn't bite. He dash attack. Okay, he got me. He zeroed to death me. That was a good one. Like,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
like he really knows when to hold it and when to like actually let it rip, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like that's kind of like how I think of game plans where like they're designed to allow you to make the player reads. And so like once you really are comfortable with your game plan, you almost like know that your game plan has a hole in it. You're like, I'm leaving this hole intentionally to let you like bite. And then you're like, nice, okay. He saw the hole. He thinks that there's a hole right there. Now I'm gonna change it up, you know? So
Yeah.
like you try to change it up right before they catch on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like that's kind of like what the mind games are happening at high level. You're like, look, I'm playing the perfect game plan. I'm extreme discipline boy. I will never crack. I will
Right.
always do the dash back after the laser. And like, oh, he's always doing the dash back after the laser. That means I'm gonna overextend and do wave dash forward dash attack. It's like, ha,
Yeah.
just kidding. You're not allowed to wave dash forward, and then you kill them for it, right? So it's
Yeah.
like you almost want to make it explicit that you have like a certain thing that you're doing, but like try to get a feel for when your opponent will catch on to that sort of read. Because it's like, yeah, you're essentially trying to eventually make a read as safely as possible. Because if
Yeah.
you're just like ready, go, and you're like, I will make a hard read, and you're like, well, that's probably pretty low odds of success, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like at the start of the game, you kind of want to play like discipline boy and just like follow your game plan, and the game plan is not gonna have like a lot of openings to like zero to death openings, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
like at worst you might like ready, go. Ah shit, wrong read, wrong read, wrong read. Okay, I'm cornered. But you're not dead. So now you got data. Like you gathered three reads on your opponent on how they played, and they like slowly walked you to the corner and made you like not gain anything from your hits. And you're like, okay, they're also playing the game plan. I'm playing the game plan. Theirs kind of boxed me out, and they quote unquote won. Now I'm gonna like adjust the game plan and see if I can make a read because the only way they were able to corner me was by giving something up. You know, they were like not swinging in place in order to take the space slowly. Maybe that means I can aggress. But your opponent might also know this and be like, ah, okay, they caught on. They don't want to get cornered next time. Now they're going to get desperate and swing. You know, like that's like the PvP aspect where you're like how much do you think you're going to stick to this game plan? Are you happy with how things are working by just following the game plan, or do you think you need to change something up to like find a hit or protect yourself better, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean, like speaking of Laud, I think that I've been thinking about this in terms of like his guide to improvement has stuff about like
Yeah.
prediction confirmation versus mix-ups,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I try to go for a lot of prediction confirmation, and like that. I think the thing I'm struggling right now is I'm trying to like crack into that high level melee tier of is like
Yeah.
I have so much success against mid level players doing just like I'm playing the matchup really well, and you don't really
Yeah.
understand how to do that, and like you're
Yeah.
giving me free shit, and I'm beating you because of that. And then like I play
Yeah.
somebody like Coffee, and it's like, oh, you're playing the matchup. Okay, good on you. I'm gonna now
Yeah.
like slowly try to like disentangle this web and like get into the
Yeah.
situation where like I can find the mix up I want. Um,
Yeah.
and then so I just find myself in a situation where like I'm lasering him, and it's like, okay, I want to grab right now to get some percent, but God, that's so scary to do. Like, how am I,
Yeah.
how am I gonna grab him? It's like I have to
Yeah.
actually play a mix up with this guy to get that grab, and it's like,
Yeah. And that's
then
where you want to like tell yourself, like when you're playing your game plan from the start, ask yourself, like, one, how is he avoiding the game plan? And then ask yourself, like, is your game plan even that oppressive, or is your game plan just meant to gather data? Because like that's kind of how I play the Peach matchup, is that my game plan isn't that proactive at the start. It's like it is kind of designed to like it's like because we spawn here and then it's like I don't think you get to contest center like right at the start against Peach. It's kind of hard. So it's
mm-hmm,
like ready go, and I might like drop laser, but she might float forward or drop down forward and then like start moving forward. And then I'm gonna like maybe laser to here, and then I'm like, ah shit, she has center. She's Peach in center. She's Thanos, you know?
yeah,
So it's like right at the start of the game, I'm like, okay, well now it's gonna time to be like try to get Peach to overextend. Cause like from this moment here, I'm not gonna move forward anymore. I'm gonna like try to get her to either extend into the corner to try to hit me for lasering here, or I'm gonna try to get her to extend and try to like contest this down air. Because this down air doesn't have to deal with float cancel, doesn't risk dash stack, and doesn't risk grab. So it's like I might lose, but I'm not gonna lose a stock by like trying to play this game over here.
mm-hmm,
And then if she's like being really disciplined, and then I might like switch to here, and then like whoops, switch to here, and then switch to this laser, and then switch to here, and then and eventually she like if she overextends with a full hop and I get under her, now I have center and she's bad, or if she like overextends with a full with a dash attack underneath and I can get this laser, now she's doomed. So
yeah,
it's like really my game plan is not quote unquote oppressive from the start. So if I'm asking myself like one, how is she avoiding it? Or two, how is she hitting me? Because it might be that I just shouldn't really get hit. And that's kind of, I think, the better mindset against Peach is that, like, you should be more concerned with just like not getting hit until you have her at 40% or something.
mm-hmm,
Because, like, instead of trying to get her at 40% as quickly as possible, because it's like Peach really struggles to catch Falco
mm-hmm,
and Fox and Falcon and honestly half the cast. Like, it's
yeah,
just like her archetype is kind of that of a grappler where she's just like hella beefy, but like can't catch people. So like if you're over here and you're like, man, the win condition right now is getting a grab so I can get 7% on her. It's like, not really. The win condition is actually just not getting hit by hit ever until she's at
yeah,
40%. That's
yeah,
like, and however you get that 40% is like what we're looking for. So it's like a lot of quote unquote, and what you're kind of looking to do as you do this, as you like develop your game plan, is like find more and more answers to more and more things so that it becomes easier for her to like throw.
mm-hmm,
It's like the bad peaches will like immediately like you go here and they'll immediately full hop nair at you and then you
yeah,
bear and she's doomed. Or
yeah,
they'll drop down laser and then they'll like take laser dash tack down air back throw, and now she's in the corner for the next 30 seconds getting owned.
yeah,
And it's like the good peaches, it's like, okay, they're not gonna dash tack and they're not gonna insta full hop nair, but they're gonna eventually like do like a full hop up air and like drift back out of it. And like that might be something that you like drop down laser approaching laser shine. And it's
yeah,
like you just find more and more answers to like the little things. And every time you fight a Peach or something, like you're like, I have this game plan that makes it so I can't get hit. And what Peach was doing was this. Now let me see if I can lab an exact sequence that lets me land a hit against her. Because like it's like eventually they can only stay safe for so long basically, while we can kind of stay safe for like a really long time. Because Peach like is she's like she's not really a camping character. Like she takes center stage and then holds center, like she quote unquote camps center. But
mm-hmm,
that's because she like can't reach you otherwise. But in order to hold center, she has to be ready from an attack at all sides at all times. So she's like, is Falco gonna approaching down air me or approaching laser me or like running shine or running grab, or is he gonna go to side platform? So she has to do an action predicting one of those and keeping her safe from all of those basically. So like does she like fair in place, nair, bear, or is she actually trying to come get you?
mm-hmm,
So it's like she has to do something. It's like all of those actions have costs. Like no matter what an action you do in melee, there is a read that improves your position. So like if
right,
she like retreating fares, you might not hard read it and kill her, but you can hard read it and then get a better laser than you had before.
yeah, yeah,
It's kind of like that's like the incremental approach to neutral, especially with Falco, because like you're rarely the character that can make a hard read and just go kill them. That's kind of like why people like Fox so much. It's because like
Mm.
Fox gets to do that more than other characters, where you're like, if you know what your opponent's gonna do, you oftentimes can go hit them for it, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But Falco, it's like if you know what they're gonna do, oftentimes what you do is like land a better laser, you know?
Hmm.
So it's like, and then eventually you snowball into a laser that's so good they can't avoid the mix anymore, and then you can get a hit or something. But yeah, like at low percents, like it's especially kind of harder because like your conversions are so much harder at low percent. So it's like, but your real combos against Peach is like you need to almost get lucky where you like nair her out of the air or down air her on the ground with like a good down air, like a late one, or you just need to get her to 40 first. And then your next combo is going to be down air, miss tech, up tilt, and then you get down air, tech chase, down air, tech chase, down air, tech chase, like something like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, so you either need to corner her or get her to 40 and then get tech chase combos. And it's like largely about the damage at low percent. So it's like sometimes just laser her to 11 and then, like that's pretty good.
Hmm.
Like that can be like, you can like do little mini game benchmarks. It's like what I like to do. It's like, if I can laser her to 11, she's like one back air away from knockdown or something, So it's
Uh-huh.
like, yeah. So
Okay. Yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Um, hmm. Okay, one other kind of general melee thing. This gets more to like the reactive playstyle kind of thing. I've been watching
yeah,
some Drug Fox lessons lately, and he talks a lot
yeah,
about like getting your reaction time to like 15 frames of like what you're seeing. Um,
yeah,
but one thing that maybe he talks about it in a lesson I haven't seen, but like that is a little unsatisfying to me about that is like I feel like I can react in 15 frames if I'm looking for exactly two things. you
yeah,
know, like,
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
but if they could do anything, then my reaction time's like 20 frames.
yeah,
And so like I wonder like I've been kind of thinking about this of like I want to make quote unquote reads that are actually like reactions of like I guess
yeah,
it's like the prediction confirmation thing, right? Like I make a prediction and like that I'm going to if they do this thing that I'm going to react to it and if they don't do it then I'm going to not do the counter to it. I'm going to like try to stay safe,
yeah.
um, so like but I'm wondering if like you think that that is like a reasonable framework to be
Yeah, so
thinking
actually
about things.
this reminds me of like another concept I had kind of related to the other one we were talking about like what the point of a game plan is or something and when you want to cash in and make a read or take a
Uh-huh.
risk or try to do that. And essentially my answer to that is like the better your position is, the easier it is to make a read. Because like once you have your opponent in like a doomed scenario, right? So like if Peach is here and then you land this laser, that's a time when you can actually do kind of like a pretty OP prediction confirmation, like just dash back, and if she rolls, kill her, and if
Mm-hmm.
she dash attacks, you like backflip bear, and if she like full hops, you just let it go and then do another laser. And then if like you land this laser, you're gonna try to cast this laser into another one of this laser, and then do another one of those reads. And sometimes you can just do the same thing and dash back again. This time she might roll,
Yeah.
Because like, and that's one of those like you land it like because this is a phrase I repeat to myself in tournaments sometimes, which is like, get the good laser and then protect yourself. Don't get the good laser and then kill them. It's like get the good laser and then protect yourself and then see if you like because it's like it's so stressful to be on the receiving end of this. We like forget
Yeah.
what it's like to be on the receiving end of this. That sometimes all they're thinking is buffer spot dodge, buffer roll. That's it,
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, get the good laser, don't cash in. Get the good laser, don't cash in. And then like when you do that, you're like, that's how you can kind of like make the very safe quote unquote prediction confirmation where it is one of two things that you have to cover. That's it. They only
Yeah.
have two options.
Yeah.
But when you land this laser and you're like, I can react in 15 frames if I know exactly. Well, it's like, well, they do have 150 options here, and it's
Yeah.
like two of them can get killed, and like all the other ones, you're not killing them anyways. Like as Falco, you're only killing the worst dash attack of all time. Like why would they dash attack? You're out of range.
Yeah.
And other than that, there's no sensible options that Peach does here gets you a hit in the next 15 frames, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like you basically have to make a read here, but your read is not trying to hit your opponent. Your read is like trying to find the best position you can get against whatever it is you're reading. So like
Mm-hmm.
if you read that they're gonna like power shield wave dash forward or power shield jump forward float, well you want to find the best laser pattern against power shield wave dash forward, which might be like jump over the power shield with a slight approaching laser. And that's like a read. Like I was reading that she's gonna power shield wave dash forward, and I'm gonna jump over the power shield and do slight approaching laser, and then this will be a slightly better laser than I had before. She will have moved forward into this laser. It'll be close range, and then the read I'm gonna have on this one is that she might dash attack because now we're close, and now I'm gonna check for the dash attack.
Yeah.
So it's like you're kind of like your reads are softer and softer at longer range, where it's like I'm not I'm not too tied to whatever read I'm making when I'm over here. I'm like, what I'm kind of trying to do is get to here, and I'm just gonna like make soft reads. I'm like, how I get to here is gonna be like slightly informed by like, she tends to stay on the ground, or she tends to full hop a lot. So if she full
Hmm.
hops a lot, I might like boom, go to here, and then get this laser out, you know.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't full hop a lot, I might just like, oh, I'm just gonna slightly approach until I get there, boom, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like those are like the soft reads that I'm making at these longer ranges, and then once I get to this range, this is like the range where like I'm gonna make really safe reads and own all the bad players. This isn't even
Hmm.
Peach specific. Like this is the range where Falco destroys bad players
Right.
because it's just like you have an approach threat. You can approaching down air early or late down air. You can dash back and then do the approach early or late. You can dash forward, dash back. You know, like there's a lot of mix-ups here, and all of them are like pretty safe. Or like no, that's not quite right. There's a lot of them that are safe.
Yeah.
So it's totally fine to laser in here 3 times. And this, like, to be on the receiving end of you being at this range and doing 3 lasers, this does not feel like you're getting camped. When you're getting lasered at this range, it feels like you're just boned and getting oppressed, you know?
Yeah.
So you're just like swing in place, grab in place, shield, ah shit, roll, you know, and then you die,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like this is the range where it's like Falco gets to do things like laser in place 3 times, which is extremely safe and extremely oppressive. You also can do things like laser backflip in place, and it's like this is pretty easy now for them to do a really bad option that gets them late down air shine, and then you get your best combo of all time, right?
Hmm.
So same with backflip. Oh, they full hop, double jump air, you know? So
Yeah.
it's like this is where like I like cashing in on like the safe mix-ups over here, basically. And then it's only like the really good players where I'm like, I'm gonna do a safe option here, and they will never get hit by it, and sometimes get the call out, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well now, how do they not get hit by it? Because it's not by spamming dash attack, you know? Because
Right.
like if they spam dash attack at this range, well, they're dying to me a lot of the times. That means that maybe against the really good players, I'm actually more free to do like an aggressive mix up like this, right? Because it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the bad players don't let you do the aggressive mix ups because they're too busy throwing out the riskiest move of all time and you're running into that move, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like the better players sometimes like is where you find the offense more, and the worst players are where it's like you kind of got to check the checklist first. You're like, did you you know like a I don't know like a Boy Scout checklist when you're going out camping or something
Yeah.
like did you bring this? Did you do this? Did you it's like did you cover the bad dash attack? Did you cover the bad full hop? Did you cover the roll? Did you cover the double jab right after lasers? You know, because they're
Yeah.
doing every time. You know? So it's like and it's like okay, well all you're gonna do actually is kill them for doing those 5 things. That's it. That's the
Yeah.
game. And then once you get to the good players, you're like, dude, they're not doing the jabs, not doing the rolls, not doing the dash attack, and then you're like, wait a second. They're not doing those things. I can just go get them. Like those are the things that are stopping me from attacking, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like that's kind of like what you're looking to do. And sometimes that's why it's like people I think get a feeling where like I'm sure you've heard people say this or maybe even felt this way yourself, where you're like, I actually do better against like the higher ranked players than some of the
Hmm.
lower ones for some of the game, you know?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
it's like I play like the high diamond player and it's like, oh, I actually felt like I was like keeping up with him. And then I fight the platinum player and they are just belligerently down airing and I just get
Yeah.
killed by the dumbest Falco down airs of all time, you know?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, well, the diamond player knows that the risk reward's not very good on this down air, so he's not gonna
Yeah.
like do it, and he's gonna try to beat you anyways. Like he's gonna try to beat you without this really OP oppressive tool because he knows it's a losing in the long run, you know? So
Hmm.
it's like the diamond player might not be good enough to win without this down air. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like the super GM is like not going to do this down air and still know how to keep himself safe and win, and then know also when to bring it back and you know cash in on the 3 law dash attacks. So it's
Yeah.
like the perfect balance is kind of there somewhere, and it's just like harder to play the game without the risky options, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like the risky options are good. That's kind of like why
That's
people
why.
spam them in
Exactly.
polls. Yeah,
Yeah. Comes full
yeah,
circle. Okay. Yeah. That's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Cool. I think we can probably get into the replay now. I think that
yep,
now we're kind of like I don't we've done enough lessons that I think we've talked through the main matchups and like the rules for
yeah,
them and stuff and like I'm sure we'll come into some of that, but like I think it would also be cool to talk through some of this like okay, if you were me and like had played the game
yeah,
to this point, like would you start making reads at this time that like
yeah,
because like I
yeah,
think I'm not thinking on that level like very often
yeah,
when I'm playing. Um, yeah, and then also quick thing just about like why I picked this. So like this is obviously Kevbot's a good player, but he's also like a full hoppy fox, and
yeah,
I think that that's like I'm generally more comfortable against those foxes. So I think it's an opportunity to like I think I'm playing my game plan like to my understanding
yeah.
of it pretty well, and so like could find ways to like you know expand my horizons a little bit, as opposed to
Yeah,
just like I'm
yeah.
doing a bunch of terrible stuff and like,
Yeah. And
yeah.
sometimes
So,
too, because you're definitely at a level now where you're like in the kind of like refinement stage,
uh-huh.
right? Which is kind of what you're saying, which is like sometimes you will get some sort of like unsatisfying answers where like you got to start holding yourself to like really high standards with certain parts like punish game and conversions and stuff where it's
Yeah,
like actually like did your game plan land you a shine that didn't convert? Because like that's the ball game sometimes and you just got to be
yeah.
okay sometimes with like you watch a replay and you're like, oh yeah, like Ginger kills here and I didn't and
Uh-huh.
that's it. That's that like there is other ways to win, but actually the way you want to win is that when you land that shine, you kill him. That is like
Yeah,
event like eventually there's no getting around the fact that you need the punish game in
for
order to win the
sure.
game, you
Yeah,
know? Because like you're reaching a level where everyone has a punish game now. Because
yeah,
like just like around the like master level, like everyone's playing the game, you know?
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like you need to like match the punish game at least, and that's definitely like going to be one where it's like it might be some of the read stuff, but sometimes at low masters as well, like it's actually just like just refining that stuff
Yeah,
where it's like the tools for a little bit and then you start making the reads when you're like, okay, if I make the read, it's gonna count because I know I'm gonna kill him, you know,
yeah,
or
for
something like
sure.
that.
I think
Because it's
especially
like
against Fox, right? Like,
yeah, yeah. I
I
mean
probably
this
don't
yeah,
even need to like read Fox that much if I
yeah,
just kill off every shine.
exactly. Yeah. I mean both almost all spacey matchups are like this, like all permutations of Fox Falco, because it's just
Yeah,
like the punish game is so brutal.
yeah,
So it's like if you land like this shine, yeah. So
yeah. And
this
I
is
drop.
funny.
I know I dropped that tech tag.
Rewatch,
Yeah,
by the way. No, I'm just kidding. But
yeah.
so what I would say about this one is like
Mhm.
the like the thing you did wrong basically is that you dash jump shine and then double jumped
Yeah.
rather than dash jump shine and waveland down. Because like if you did the like cross up waveland here, so like this is the yeah this is a fine shine, maybe one frame
Mhm.
sooner, whatever, and then you waveland like down here. Even if you hit the shield, it's actually fine because even if he frame perfect shine out of shields, which he might, you'll like tech it every time
Yeah.
because like you're air dodging. So it's like being willing to kind of like up the risk a little bit on your shield pressure, which I'm
Gotcha.
not sure if
Yeah.
you're double jumping because you're afraid to shine out a shield,
For
or if
sure.
you're double
Yeah.
jumping just because, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
because if you're like consciously saying I'll tank a shine out of shield sometimes, but in exchange I will get a full stock on the hit sometimes, you know.
yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, there's a good example of the classic Falco Fox stalemate where it's like he
Uh-huh.
full hops and you laser. I know Fiction likes to talk about like if you want like this is where you're like if you're making reads against this player at this level, like if let's say I was playing this guy and I've played Kevbot before, and like I
Mhm.
wouldn't be making reads on his full hop patterns yet, but like if this was like a game four situation, game five situation, and he's been doing this all set, there is a laser pattern that beats full hop, no double jump, bear, full hop, no double jump drill, right? So it's
Mhm.
like and the other thing to note is like is he tanking the first laser slash shielding it, or is he jumping over the laser tanking it and then full hopping it, tanking it and then full hopping it.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that's the type of stuff I try to like pay attention to because like ultimately there's a million ways to full hop in place here even without the double jump. Whereas like is he full hopping over every laser and not even shielding a single one? Because he could do that. Like Fox full hop is fast enough to where if he wanted to, he could full hop this one. And then he could full hop this one also, but he chose to power shield it and then full hop. And then he could full hop this one, but he chose to shield it, go for the power shield, and then full hop again, right? So
Mhm.
that's what I would be paying attention. It's like, okay, he wants to power shield full hop rather than just full hop over my lasers. So there is like a laser pattern where like you might want to shoot a high laser that goes over his head and then like dash dance, like one dash back, one dash in, and then like catch his landing as he falls. Like imagine if right now you're in the middle of an approaching laser right here, and you're like, "Rrr," and then this bear just gets eaten by a laser, and then you have him, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the type of reads you would eventually make on this type of pattern. But keep in mind, this is completely fine stalemate position, right? So
Mhm.
that's what I mean by like, do you really need to make the like this is he's protecting himself by not spamming approaching up smash or approaching nair
Right.
on you, right?
Yeah.
So it's like there is like a pattern that cracks this open. It's just like not 100% necessary, which is why I think like what you're doing is also like how you get that information, you know? Like
Yeah.
you're lasering in a way that lets you get that information kind of for free. So,
Mhm.
yeah. I personally sometimes too, like if they're playing like this, instead of eventually trying to find the perfect approaching laser on them like this, because like
Mhm.
this position, I would describe this as kind of a loss. Like
Yeah.
getting to this screenshot, it's like, okay, that's not what we wanted. We
Hmm.
wanted the approaching laser to catch his landing, but now he's above me, falling on me, and this is just kind of an annoying mix-up.
Yeah.
So like, you're not dead. You can shield and roll, and you're probably fine. And maybe there's a world where you find a shine out of shield, but not really. So, but instead of trying to eventually crack the armor, sometimes I just switch to like approaching full hop down into the top platform and then
Hmm.
run off laser again, or like
Gotcha.
just go straight to the side platform and then like drop down laser and see if that elicit him to come at you. Like just change the dynamic a little bit instead of like being caught into this like mini game where you're like, okay, here's the mini game. I will full hop in place in exact best spot on a stage, center stage. You will try to come into me,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, what if I go up here instead? What if we just change the rules of the game a little bit? Like let's
Uh-huh.
let's find a different mini game to play because I don't
Gotcha.
really like this one that much. So, and it's like not that bad because again, this comes back to like to where you're no longer at a level where it's just the textbook anymore because it's
Yeah.
like this is kind of subjective. Like, would you want to play on platforms or would you want to just spam lasers and fight him? Like, do you want to fight an approaching fox over here or do you want to fight a defending fox over here? Like it's just
Yeah.
like also worth noting, like fiction would tell you that, you want to get the percent. Is 11% high enough to make it okay to start approaching? And it's like maybe because you have kind of unlocked like down airs on grounded opponents now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like even like a mid or an early down air might convert into shine now, which is
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good. That
Yeah.
means that down is pretty good. But it doesn't convert on aerial opponents, and he's only full hopping. So you
Gotcha.
can't really down air this play style. Like you need to down air an up tilt or a dash dance or something, but you're not really gonna like down air the land like the four landing frames of this full hop in the shield or dash back. Like it's just not really realistic to down air this guy. So it's like because down air is not really a usable tool right now, then the 11% is not that useful. So we actually need the 36% for knockdown. you
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
So it's like before we're really gonna approach just the full hoppy spammy guy, you kind of want the 36 because now you can down air him out of the air and he explodes. He could
Yeah.
lose full stock, right? Or you could back air him out of the air and he could explode. Sometimes you back air, they miss a tech, you laser reset and they die.
Right.
So it's like yeah, so it's like really like you don't have him like 11% is not enough yet. So the next mini game is 36. So like you could be playing a laser grab game or like a laser backflip back air, a laser full hop down at a top platform. That's 12%. We'll take that.
Yeah.
So it's like you're starting to play like a game of inches now where you're like he's aware that if he reaches 36%, the matchup gets way harder.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, I think this was the first. Okay, so this is kind of a Dreamland specific thing too, where like on Dreamland, one of the most powerful tools is that from this top platform, you can run off fast fall laser in either
Yeah.
direction on either side. And I do this most of the time because um, the runoff fast fall aerials are actually quite a bit weaker on this stage compared to most other stages. Most notably, like Yoshi Story, which is kind of the opposite of this, where like the runoff fast fall aerials are really good on Yoshi Story because like this would almost reach the corner of Yoshi Story and reach like center stage. And then if you covered the other side, you're reaching almost both corners of the stage on Yoshi
Right.
Story. But on here, it's like if you run off fast fall and then you like bear dare, you're covering this, which is like they can actually chill in center and be safe from the aerials, or they can chill in the corner and not be that cornered.
Yeah.
Because like in Yoshi Story, if you corner yourself to avoid the aerial, you're really cornering yourself. And then if you run off laser, they're like doomed. Or sometimes you
Hmm.
even like run like short hop into the corner or something. Like there's ways to hit him in the corner. But over here, it's like he could dash left or dash right, and you're never hitting him. Like he can pick a
Hmm.
direction right now, and it's like really, really, really hard to hit him. And you're also afraid, like you kind of have to act quickly because he could full hop up air, right? So you're kind of on a timer where you're like, I feel like I have to do something because I'm on a timer. You could full hop up air. And he could just chill here and spam up tilts as well, which could beat laser. So I might just choose to drop down on this side and laser to the left,
Oh, okay.
um, because it's like this looks a little dubious. If I'm feeling a little frisky, I might run off fast fall laser to the left here on this side, because if I think he's going to dash left to avoid my down air, then this is such a juicy laser. Because if you're over here and you laser him here, this is the mix. This is where
Yeah.
you kind of have him. And if he dashes right over here and I ran off laser to the right, this feels not as worth it to me because I'm now taking that same risk to land not as juicy of a laser. So if I thought he was going to dash right, I wouldn't run off laser. I wouldn't run off aerial either. I might just
Hmm.
chill up here and do a down air and place or two.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm gonna chill here. Like if I want to eventually play this interaction to be he's gonna full hop up air, nair, or back air, and I'm gonna try to shield drop shine it or down air in place. Or I'm gonna try to read with a laser into the corner. That would be my dream scenario. Or if I think he's going to chill center, I'm going to kind of make it ambiguous and eventually fall on one of the sides with a laser to center, and I'll be like, okay with it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
So I think that this is actually a pretty good example of me doing something that is like designed to beat mid and bad level
yeah,
players, or like, because
yeah,
like that is really good against like the most unhinged things Fox could possibly
yeah,
do in that
yeah,
situation,
literally.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
And you're also
like,
like baiting the up smash with the shine. So you already
yeah,
are like, you're on a second layer. Like over here, you're like, haha, you're going to try to whiff punish me. Just kidding. And he does
yeah,
try to whiff punish you, but he uses drill into insta shield. And then you're like, oh, fuck, kind of hard to
yeah,
whiff punish him back.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also see that he's not like Omega hungry. Like, I need only my biggest combo starters. Like, he got his back air and he's like, all right, back to neutral.
Yeah.
Another back air? So it's like
Yeah.
he is also playing the game of inches and then eventually you find your shine. So let's see if this shine could have been something because I think it's a pretty hard one to.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
just
so this
hard
one
to
is hard
tell.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is possible though. This is one where like if you shine and wave dash, you're supposed to always be able to react during the wave dash. That's like
Hmm.
kind of the thing. I think you did wave dash the correct direction. So he just DI'd
Yeah.
backwards, you know?
It
And
was
this is fine. This
other
is
ones, yeah.
convertible. There's a world where you get a down air off
Yeah.
of this shine, but it's just like you need to instant dash back, no momentum, hold back, down air, something, you know, like, and
Yeah.
then yeah, it's hard, but let's see what percent he was at because I think like yeah, this is like even nair down smash is like this is a fine place to end the combo where you just like
Hmm.
nair down smash and then you down smash the side B and you take the stock. Like
Yeah.
sometimes that happens here, you know, where it's like the punish doesn't have to be like omega sexy here, but it has to be like purposeful, you know? And so the shine over here until like, ah shit, didn't know he would land on the platform. Now it's kind of hard. So
Yeah.
but you actually kept it going. So Nair, nice. This Nair, I don't know like how if you've thought about it before.
Hmm.
So you wanna yeah, so you wanna do the Nair basically where you were, but then you wanna drift back. So
Yeah.
like this is the part of the Nair you want to hit, but you want it to be done while drifting back so that you're pulling the hitbox back a bit with like the interpolation thing.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you actually want to go all the way to the corner and then short hop backwards, Nair, no fast fall. And then you want it to be a little earlier so that like these are all like the if you're trying to like Omega optimize a Ginger
Yeah.
Nair,
Yeah.
like go as far into the corner and then jump early, nair, and then be drifting back with no fast fall and be here as he gets there. So you're hitting with the tippy part of your toe with a no
Gotcha.
fast fall in there because if you're not fast falling, you're falling fewer distance per frame, and that's good for you.
Uh-huh.
So they like minimize trade chance. So it's like you went a little too far into the corner to jump straight up and down, and then you trade it. So yeah.
Gotcha. He hit the under part of the nair, like my back
Yeah,
foot instead
yeah,
of my front foot. Got it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I would say that this was good cost of invincibility,
Uh-huh.
like tanking two aerials and surviving. It was kind of risky. I think there's a chance that you. This was fine. Yeah, I think you came down too quickly. I would have chilled
Uh-huh.
up here because like this, like when you're on the platform, you can only like shielding is kind of broken on the platform because like they
Hmm.
can't air grab. So grab is like he's a while away from grabbing you. He has to full hop, double jump, wave land, grab. So like just shield for a bit. And then like that, have I ever shown you like I have a clip and I actually think I went to find it recently and couldn't find it. So let me do a quick search, see if I'm right.
Okay.
But actually, you know what? It might be under silly stuff. I have a whoops. 1 second. Uh maybe. Actually, what if it's under defense? Yeah, I think it's this one actually.
I was muting the set. What? Can you not time him out?
Right? So it's like
Yeah.
it's actually kind of obvious when they're gonna grab. I mean, it's not quite like this is definitely like this first full hop. Okay, here's the first mix up, and I made the call out to not bite on this one, you know?
Uh-huh.
And then this one is like the same mix. This is unreactable, but it looks like I reacted, you know? But it's
Yeah.
like, look at how powerful this read is, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just spot dot shine, but it's a six spot dot shine because I didn't just wake up spot dot shine, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's just like I'm making him be like, okay, you want to spend your invincibility? You actually have to spend it making a read to just hit
Yeah.
me. You can't just full hop air every single time, AFK, up air over here, hope the Falco jumps, you know? It's like
Hmm.
only grab beats me, nothing else. Only grab beats me. and spot dodge beats grab. So good luck.
Yeah.
So this is a good example of like forcing your opponent to kind of like make reads or like take a risk or something. Because like
Right.
yeah, because like look at you just like look at this. What is this back air really doing? You know, if you think about it, like it
Hmm.
wasn't super thoughtful by him. He's just covering a swath of options. He's just like same with this back air. Like we hope he gets hit, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and it kind of yeah, like it's a little bit like lazy gameplay by him, and then you kind
Hmm.
of gave it to him, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like you kind of want to like, especially during invincibility, since it's like it's kind of set play. Invincibility will happen every single game you play, 4 times per game. I
Hmm.
guess 3 times per game, every single game that you win.
Yeah.
Because like you have to take 3 stocks and your opponent will get invincibility every time. So it's like you really have to have a plan for it. So I think light shielding on top platform, light shielding on side platform, or going to ledge, or like shielding here and then mixing up wave dash forward, wave dash back, roll in, roll right, or like full
Hmm.
hop. So like like really force a call out from them because I don't really think Kevbot made a call out there. So
Gotcha.
yeah, that was perfect. That was like a good use of the stage where you like yeah. So you went for a shine. This time you double jump waveland out of it, and then out of the waveland you do the fast fall laser instantly, which like is unreactable. So he can't like prep it and power shield it. Again, this is a 13 frame laser, even though it's a top platform. There's
Right.
no startup, can't react to it, and then he does an overcommitment. So okay, that was a good laser as well. So the runoff laser that I was talking about with the peach over here. It's
Yep.
like if you run off aerial over here, it's pretty bad, but you run off laser, and his only way his escape is to here. So now like I like covering this space again. You go back to the top platform with the full hop air. That is basically what you did, and that's all good. So
Yeah.
that trade was good for you, I think.
Cool. So dare probably wasn't technically a great thing to do at low percent.
Yeah, I
If
mean
that
the
worked out
bear
differently.
technically, I think bear is better as a hitbox. Also,
Yeah.
I think it does like 2% more, which is like a small optimization.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I like that. Yeah, there's a small Dreamlight. He's not really playing top platform generally. He like
Hmm.
landed there once and came back down. So I wouldn't really overemphasize this. But a little trick on this stage is that high short hop laser from here hits the top platform. And so if ever someone is
Oh.
like camping the top platform, you can full hop double laser, land here, and then start spamming high lasers. It is like incredibly hard to approach from here to here. It like feels risky because like I'm just high lasering. Can't they just run at me? But they can't just run at you because there's no stage here. And it's really hard to like take laser here, dash short hop and hit you. It's just like very unintuitive. They always
Huh.
don't expect the laser to hit their feet. It hits their feet. They mess up their input, you know? And it's
Huh.
really annoying and they tend to just leave. So yeah, that's a little
I had
like
no idea. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is another example where like the runoff aerial, it's like it's just dare is just like a little bit not good enough on shield sometimes,
Hmm.
like at higher levels where you're like this is gonna be minus like 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe -6-ish, -7. You're just like scared. Like he could have
Yeah.
shone out of shield.
Right.
So and now you're afraid of shield grab, so you're like, I mean, I guess I have no choice but to shine, and now you can't cover the rolls because you have to shine, you know, like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's just kind of like not quite real shield pressure. So it's like one of those spots where like that position is not good enough to warrant the down air. The only thing I'll say is that the down air would have been high reward. Like if you hit him, you get a combo, but it's just like a little bit too hopeful. So this is like part of the reason why I like to say that like what you want is to do runoff laser most of the time. It's because the way you want to land your hit is to be a laser into like a thought out mix up that like makes sense in our head rather than like down airing and like flipping the coin 50-50 whether or not we're going to win the interaction here.
Sure. Yeah.
So if you like don't like this interaction that much, like oh, I don't know if I can land the good laser here. It's like again, it's actually kind of fine to chill up here for a bit, do a down air in place or two because down air in place here is also good. Once you hit knockdown percent, if he full hops into a down air, he like tech's down here, he could miss tech. You could get a tech chase, you know?
Hmm.
So it's like reasonably high reward. Same with shield, and shield drop shine would be a really high reward up here too. So
Yeah. Makes sense.
it's also like Falco's best way to kind of like hold center. Like I call it the tube, right? Like you hold the
Yeah.
tube here. Because like Falco's not that good at just holding center here, like Peach would. And like he's just been belligerently full hopping in center, being like, what are you gonna do? And
Yeah.
like you could just go above him. And now he's not just gonna full hop in center over here. Like, what are you gonna do? He's gonna give up center a bit, you know?
Right.
Or he's gonna fight you where you have a frame two out of shield kill move, you know?
Right.
Like you shield up shine. So yeah. Nice, yeah. Yeah, that's another. conversion. Let's see if it's just.
Yeah, I think I was
Yeah,
hopeful.
I guess. Yeah, you definitely just like you. This was definitely like This probably won't work, but I want it anyways.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure if you're supposed to. I think you probably can short hop, soft nair, down
Yeah.
smash, maybe. Yeah, it's probably the play. Let's see. I think up tilt was fine. Yeah, I'm definitely up tilting here every time as well.
Hmm.
And then I probably try to just short hop nair above his head, and then hoping that I can fall on his head. And even if you don't get it, like let's say I short hop nair, but I don't get there in time and he techs, well then you probably are tech chasing because like you're like L canceling an air and now you're on top of him and it's an easier
Hmm.
tech chase. So
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't know if I get the tech chase, but it would like oh yeah, that was oh wait that was off a double jump right? But this is like the
Oh, yeah,
laser height.
yeah.
Like look at
Oh,
this
that's
laser.
the okay.
It's so
Gotcha.
annoying. Like imagine standing here and getting hit by because it also shield pokes a lot. And it's-
That's hilarious.
You can also just chill on a side platform. Like, okay, first of all, don't shield on platforms unless you have to. Okay. So
Uh-huh.
like always shield at the last second. Shield is like a frame one move, right? So
Right.
like it takes away your ability to dash and it takes away your ability to like up tilt. Those are
Right.
kind of the main two ones. Um, but dash is probably the big one because like the moment you shield, you're no longer threatening short hop off down air or even like short hop off double jump or something. So it like he now has no fear of you aggressing on him, which is like fine, but whatever. But you do like limit yourself once you shield. And two is like you are equally safe if you just turned around and were like, I'm gonna up tilt if you full hop at me, because like he
Uh-huh.
can't really unreactably attack you from here. He kind of has to short hop or full hop to get to you and then fall. So there's like more time to get to you than a normal ground to ground interaction. So I think like fleshing out the platform versus platform interactions is like probably a good next step for your spacey matchups because like the platform are the matchups a lot of the times where like you're just always gonna have to go to platforms because either spacey can just go to platforms and then it's a platform game.
Yeah.
So
So would you like say you would just kind of chill for a beat facing away from Fox here and then like,
yeah,
move the position again or do something like
yeah.
okay.
And also, I think like what would have happened is I would have so I like this laser. I might have shot one more high laser right now just because I'm
Uh-huh.
like he doesn't have time right now to dash short hop at me.
Hmm.
He has to fall, land, then dash short hop at me. So I'm like, oh, I'll take my chances. I'm gonna high laser turn around, and if he has time to like land dash short hop before my high laser gets there, I'm gonna have time to high laser turn on up tilt and then like catch him for doing that. And
Yeah.
then if he's gonna just land and then ignore my laser and just drop down and take center, I'm then gonna drop down turnaround laser because I'm gonna like high laser turnaround, drop down turnaround laser, and imagine like this right now is getting caught by a laser right, and then it's
Yeah.
like yeah, I've just like slightly improved the position, and then off that laser, it's like I do a dash down sequence. If he's doing the same, the like 27th iteration of his full hop no fast fall bear with no double jump, then
Yeah.
I'm eventually gonna get him for that. Like the 30th one is gonna get dash back dash and laser shine,
Yeah.
so like that's kind of like how you want to think of like your it's like it's almost like you need to hit that laser like X amount of time because it has like it's like a lottery ticket. It's like it's got a 10% hit rate where every
Yeah.
time you hit that laser, there's a 10% chance you get the right sequence and read and you just explode Fox. But that means you need to hit that laser 10 times. And even if you
Hmm.
don't convert, just be like, okay, good. That means I've upped the odds. It's almost like a pity system in like a gacha game or something.
Yeah.
Like every time you hit that laser, like the odds go, okay, I'm gonna make the better read next time. Like,
Yeah.
because like in order to make the read too, you need the data, and to get the data, you have to hit that laser over and over again. Because it's like,
Right.
oh, okay, yeah. I think when you have him cornered, you basically have to go back to lasering. So now you're here. This bear is even fine because you kind of like had him. So now this is a weird spot that kind of happens a lot with Falco, especially against Fox, where like you did a bear and now you're laserless Falco. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like you're actually like not in a super super good position after he shields the bear. So you either have to like double down and keep the pressure going, do another bear into him right away, or like dash back grab or like dash back down air, like go into him basically. Or you can like retreating laser, or you can go back to the platform and like use this corner right here to get some sort of like waveland off turnaround laser, or like waveland here and shield here for a bit, look for a shield drop shine or a shield drop bear. So
Uh-huh.
like control this zone or leave to get a laser out. So
Gotcha.
when you were kind of in between, like a little indecisive for what you wanted to do from that position. So like the wave dash away is kind of not a Falco like identity thing. Like he doesn't give up space that well because like
Right.
you probably just die to running up smash still. You know, like he can
Hmm.
still just get there. Like Kevbot's not really the player to just like call you out with like a run up grab here, but like he still gets you. Like Falco can't really dash back. He still dies, you know?
Right.
And then the full hop is fine, but I think full hopping and not landing on a platform is probably like you may as well, if you're gonna full hop, go to the platform and then play that game for a bit. But I think like you were in a good enough position to where you don't need to full hop yet because it's like this is a position where you can like box him out a little bit more. So
Gotcha.
unless it was a missed wave dash or something, but
No, I don't think so.
yeah, nice. Ooh, yeah, okay. That edge guard was probably gettable for sure.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, I think it was a little inefficient the way you did the movement. So what I would do here is I would just insta short hop double laser and land here. So like one laser here, one laser here. So short hop laser laser, and then maybe one more laser and then grab. Because you did, yeah, you just took too long to get the lasers. So
I think something I'm kind of bad at against Spaceys is, or I am really in general, but especially Spaceys who you want to laser out of their jump when they're trying to recover,
yeah,
like a lot, is just like knowing when, if they did the instant double jump, like the laser timing that hits that one, because
yeah,
that's like the most common one, right?
yeah, yeah.
And so I just like, yeah,
And
I
then it's
miss
funny
those
because
lasers
that
all
was
the
the
time.
instant timing too.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess that's something I just gotta grind out.
Yeah. It's funny because that's definitely not one that I ever super consciously grinded out. That's definitely one where I just started paying more attention to and then intuitively got better at, you know? Because
Gotcha,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah, because I don't think this is really something you uncle punch where you're like, oh, at fucking 97 when I down smashed them and they DI, how do I want to laser? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like there's just infinite variables for like what finishers are gonna do and how to get the ledge. So this is definitely one where I would do this, and I'm like, do I need a short hop laser or drop down laser? That's pretty like to me, it's always binary. Like I'm going to laser now. Do I short
Yeah.
hop laser or drop down laser? That's it, you know? So it's like to me, it's like, well, there's a chance I have to short hop laser, so I'll short hop laser, and then I would try to like I would either I mean, if I'm being like let's say I'm nervous in tournament, I would laser drop down laser. If I'm confident, I would laser and like land here, you know?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But it's like just like drift forward a little bit, but don't fall off stage. And if like I'm too nervous and I think I'm gonna fall off stage because my hands are shaking, it's game five. I'm just
Yeah.
laser drop down laser, and then like try to walk the. It is better to do drop laser because all the way at the corner here, you're threatening to instantly turn around, grab the ledge,
Hmm.
or keep lasering because you can like laser down smash, and like you're
Right.
probably killing him off of that. Like it's yeah. I don't think this was a. First of all, I don't think it was a perfect sweet spot. I think it was down smashable, and second of
Definitely.
all, he didn't get hit by a laser. So if there was like, he probably messes up more if there's more laser.
Right.
Ooh, clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good example of like that wasn't a read. That was just you playing the game plan, having tech skill. You
Right,
know?
right. And him being lazy about the
Yeah,
where he's full hopping,
yeah.
yeah.
And not respecting you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny how this position keeps coming up because it's like, so first of all, that laser. Okay, you instant double jump. You should just full hop double laser on the platform. Don't double
Hmm.
jump. So yeah, there's a bunch of like weird little stage specific things that are coming up this game, which is kind of
Yeah.
interesting. But like over here, so when you instant double jump, um, you can instant double jump, double laser with no fast fall, or you can full hop laser with a fast fall. And
Uh-huh.
that's better because um, you're saving your jump. So if you get nared out of this, you're just dead. You have no jump, you know?
Right.
And two, it's like it'll be a higher laser and then a lower laser. And it's kind of like covering this range and this range, which like might catch him over here or full hopping here or something. So sometimes it'll protect you if he like lands and then tries to full hop at you and he gets hit by a laser here. So um, actually, you can kind of choose your laser heights too better because if you full hop double laser, you can fast fall whenever. So like you can fast fall after the first laser and then get the second one here, or you can shoot
Hmm.
both high. This was probably a shoot both high scenario because like he's definitely going to be at the top platform based on a position,
Yeah.
and so you could have just done double high laser. And I think yeah, almost surely he's getting hit by actually both. And then when he gets hit by these lasers and you're here, this is the position I was talking about. Where like if you don't shield and he's getting hit by a laser right now, he's like doesn't know how to it's pretty hard. It's like scary. Like he's gonna jump at you and get shield drop shined a lot of the times, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like, or you're just gonna shoot another like full hop laser, high laser, shield drop shine. And it's so annoying. Like I
Yeah.
swear they like lose their mind because they just got peppered with like 7 lasers and they're like, all right, fuck this guy. Nair! Oh shit. Frame two kill move and then they get comboed and die, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Like probably not. He's being pretty disciplined about like only center stage bears forever, no matter what. So he's probably not like going all the way into you, but I'm probably getting 7% in lasers on him for playing like that, at least.
Uh-huh.
Ledge dashes are clean.
Start doing the backwards one, the hold back
Yeah.
and don't go for the 12 glint thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
It's also totally fine if we don't make it all the way through this replay. I know it's
Yeah. Actually, here, I'm gonna switch real quick. I'm gonna sh just show a couple things just to get a visual of it,
sure.
because this is like dreamland optimization time.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, fuck. My Dr. Mario texted. Yeah. So first is to eh. So see how like barely,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's like
interesting.
possible, you know? And you
Yeah.
can like still fast fall it. So it's like as long as you're lasering like frame 1 or 2, you can always fast fall afterwards because it's
Yeah.
like it's the peak of your jump, and so you're not delaying your lasers at all. And it's like so annoying. It's like imagine you're dude, this like definitely shield pokes too. Like look,
Yeah,
like
like
can you
who
imagine trying
wouldn't
to
get
shield
shield
that? Yeah.
poked?
Yeah, it's like that's crazy. It's so broken.
Yeah.
And then like imagine you shoot this laser and then turn around up tilt, or you shoot this laser, shield drop shine, right? So
Uh-huh.
it's like and like keep in mind like what I said before, shield is a frame one option. So it's not like like you're doing laser shield please and then shine. It's like
Mhm.
you can like laser, deathback shield, shield drop shine. You know, like try to
Right.
shield for only like a couple frames. And then the other thing is to show is to like this full hop double laser. So this is just 2 lasers, no fast fall, right? So
Mhm.
what you can do is like wait for the second laser to shoot and then you fast fall. And so it's like a little bit faster and then you land here. But you can also fast fall after the first laser. And then the second laser is going to be like slightly, okay, well, like
Like a
that.
side platform.
So and then
Yeah.
and then that's like yeah, this like landing laser height, which is also pretty good sometimes because this protects you from like Fox doing dash full hop nair from the ground, right?
Mhm.
He'll like just full hop nair into this laser, and if he gets hit by that laser, you might just down air onto him like this, like where you like laser down air. This like feels kind of like Route One, you know,
Mhm.
because this is again like this is the Platinum Falco to just like go here and just like down air here. But
Yeah.
when you like add in these other like laser down air, and now you're like covering this space better, and it's like because like he's just bearing bear, rising bear, falling bear, rising bear. He could get hit by a laser right here, and now he's afraid of down air, you know,
Uh-huh.
and it's also like you could laser drop down laser, or it's like if you whoops back down like laser drop down laser approaching laser, you know, like it's
Mhm.
like there's ways to like set up the pattern to where you go from here, he drops down bear, he drops down, you drop down laser into another, you know, it's like laser the drop down bear, laser his fall, and now he's like in the mix again, you know. So you're kind of like trying to set up these patterns where you're like eventually you're always trying to get back down with a laser because it's
Right.
like you're going from here to either drop down laser or run off laser based on like how greedy he's being. And I mean, if he's really camping, then you do this laser. But for the most part, it's like you can like laser. Like this is another pattern that I think you're not like doing much because like you tend to be almost too conservative off the platform to where you
Mhm.
get here and then you're like, okay, I now can shield and I've got shield drop lasers on lock, so I can do that, you know?
Right.
But it's like this is a good like tool where you're like, do you give me the free shine? No? Ha, you fool. I have laser. Now I'm in
Yeah,
a good
that's
position, you know?
literally all I
And
do. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and like it is good, but you're leaving stuff on the table by doing that. Where it's like you can go laser. I'm in center stage with a laser. Now what? You know?
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, and imagine like they're always full hopping, and you're like laser. Oh, you full hopped. This gets lasered. His landing gets lasered, and he gets shine. Like it just feels really bad. So same with like if he's at knockdown percent for down air, and you do laser. Whoops, from here, let's say laser down air like that, like this retreat laser, and then this laser barely comes out, he's chasing you, he's full hop naring. If he gets hit by this laser and you down air and he's at 40%, this knockdown miss tech up tilt, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like you're making him chase you, but you're like giving him consequences for doing so rather than being like I'm safe, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like there's basically like this goes back to like the sort of like upping the risk in your gameplay because really what making a read is taking a risk. That's like
Right.
what the game boils down to is you'd like to win the game without taking any risk and without making any reads. You just do laser laser into back air until you win the game. But the better players will make you take more and more risk and make more and more reads because they won't get hit by things that aren't risky, you know?
Yeah.
So that now you're starting to find a spots where you're like, okay, actually, when I get here, I I actually am safer than I thought. I'm so safe that I don't have to prioritize safety anymore. Like
Uh-huh.
you can deprioritize it a little bit. So like you're shielding in spot where you're out of range of getting attacked. So if I just take away the shield entirely, what does that reopen up? Well, it reopens up dash short hop laser or dash short hop down air or like up tilt or even like if he's actually chilling on a platform, like something I'll do sometimes. So you have this or whoops, let's go back here. Okay, so you have this, but you also have this.
Uh-huh.
And so
Uh-huh.
that can be kind of like annoying where they're like, I'm gonna wait for the shield drop. And then you shield poke their feet or something because their shield
Uh-huh.
shrinks just a little bit, you know? So and then so that can be annoying too. And then you go right up to this side thing and they're like, oh fuck. And like this is another one. So I was talking about the high lasers. This is Ginger called these the Kalindi hop, which is shield drop double jump double laser. And this is another like really fun
Oh
way to
yeah,
pepper the
yeah.
top platform.
I do like that one. I don't do it a
Yeah.
ton, but like because I mess it up after like three or four of them.
Yeah.
But
Funny, I can only really do it to the left. If I do it to
uh-huh.
the right, I mess
Yeah.
it up. Dude, I think they need to buff UCF unrelated, but as long as
Yeah.
these bosses
No,
be running
for
rampant.
sure. Yeah. Shield dropping low key. I mean, to spam it as much as we spam it now, it can get hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just also it's like you really shouldn't miss it. Like it's like if you sometimes I do miss it where it's like I just went too fast through my notch and it's like that should have worked,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's like as far as like the way we've designed the game now, it's like you shouldn't be able to go too fast through the notch. It should just be.
Right, right.
But regardless, yeah. So this is a good way to pepper the top platform as well. And then yeah, just I would experiment. I would just say don't shield on platforms for a little bit and
Hmm.
tell yourself that shield drop shine is like it's like a 5 frame option. Like you're only allowed to shield for 5 frames. You're not allowed to shield for
Yeah,
longer
yeah.
than
Okay, that makes a lot of
that.
sense. Um,
Yeah, that's probably a good way to like up your aggression.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that ties into like what I've been wanting to work on like tech skill wise, being able to move on the platforms while like not looking
Yeah.
at my character because that's a problem I
Yeah,
have too
yeah.
of like, I need to like make sure I hit the wave land and then like, if I'm gonna move like I need to like see where I am in space, but like I want to be able to like see what they're doing and like react to it to some extent as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
grinding out different
Yeah, so
options
you
I
can
think is
leave like
definitely
little checks where like you land on a platform check and then land on the platform and then go here check and then go here and then check and
yeah,
then, you know. So,
exactly.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's
Cool.
definitely something to grind out. Cool, man. Uh, yeah. I'll see you for the next one, I guess.
Yep, yep.
All
Good
right.
luck and
See
I'll
you
see you
around.
around.